Peace and blessings, Israel. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called, The Walls Are Closing In on Me by the Lord, and there is nowhere to run and hide. Let me say it again. The walls are closing in on me by the Lord, who we know as Yahweh, and there's nowhere to run and hide. What you see on the screen is the walls closing in. All right. And this is symbolic to what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through. Okay. This is a perfect image of what I'm currently dealing with. Okay, the walls is closing in on me by the Lord. Okay, and there's nowhere to run and hide. And in this lesson, man, we're gonna deal with living for Yahweh in time of your temptations, man. And if you take a good look at the screen, the walls is closing in on this individual, and the walls is closing in on me, and the Lord is the one that's closing these walls. And if I don't figure out real quick how to get out of the situation that I'm in, these walls is going to smack me together into two. You see? Now, what's a good example of walls closing in? Walls closing in would be you're being trapped, as you see here. Another example of the walls closing in is you running out of time. And another example of the walls closing in on you is that you're doomed, spiritually doomed. I'm currently dealing with that. Running out of time. I'm currently dealing with that. And being trapped. I'm currently dealing with that, man. Let me just say this, man. We're going to come out with James chapter 1, verses 12 through 14. And before we bring these scriptures out, man, I want you to understand something. Right now, I am going through a very difficult trial of mental, physical affliction, and spiritual vexation with an evil-spirited neighbor who refused to honor my place of peace. And this particular individual also have an evil eye towards my wife and daughter. So it's it's really a tough situation. And in this situation, man, you know, I'm trying to live for Yahweh in the time of temptation. You see. Now, when it comes to temptation, or when it comes to being tempted, I'm going to give you an example of it. I'm going to give you an example, okay? But you sincere brothers and sisters that's out there, you might be dealing with this on your job. You might be dealing with this in your own household, or you might be dealing with this with a neighbor. And if you are, hopefully you will be edified in this word of how you understand and deal with it. Me and my bro, we talk about things all the time, man. And what we're experiencing lately is the Lord is really turning up. You know, he's turning up. He ain't playing around. And, you know, it's go hard or go home. You know what I'm saying? But again, what's the name of the lesson, man? The walls are closing in on me by the Lord, and there's nowhere to run and hide. And in James 1 and 12, it said, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. That's cold-blooded, man. Now, in verse 12 in James chapter 1, it says, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Blessed is the man that endureth the enticement to sin." Okay? It says, for when he is tried, in other words, for when he is being deemed approved, okay? He endured the enticement to sin. He endured, okay, the enticement, all right, to go left. Okay, it says for when he is tried, in other words, he was proven. Because of that, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. You see that? And me and my bro, we dealing with this right now. We definitely love Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua. And when you love the Lord, you're going to be able to endure the temptation. You're going to be able to endure the enticement to sin. And once you endure the enticement to sin, it's going to show that you are a proven servant of Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, man. You see that? When you endured the enticement to go off left, the reward is you receive the crown of life, man. You see? But that temptation, man, you're going to deal with that. And if you don't handle it properly, it's going to go black for you, man. In James 1, verse 13, it says, "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh." You got people that literally will say that. You know, when man is solicited to sin, guess what? He'll say he was tempted of the Lord, man. That's what a blasphemous statement. Again, in verse 13, James chapter 1, "Let no man say when he is tempted." Let no man say that when he is solicited to sin, that he is tempted of Yahweh. It says, for Yahweh cannot be tempted. Okay? In other words, Yahweh is not liable to temptation to sin with evil. It says, neither tempted he any man. In other words, he's not going to test one's faith. He's going to try you. You see? He's going to try you, man. You see, Satan tempts us by way of being drawn by our own desires. We get drawn away by our own desires, and that's what Satan used as his vehicle to tempt us to do the dummy. But what the Lord does, he don't tempt us, he tries us by way of trials. And the ultimate example of that is Job was under the ultimate trial of what? Affliction and torment. You see? So the Lord will try us. And like I said, when I open up this word, I'm going through a very difficult trial of mental and physical affliction and spiritual vexation with an evil-spirited neighbor who refused to honor my place of peace, and at the same time have an evil eye towards my wife and my daughter, man. I can't make this up, y'all. I can't make it up, man. Again, what's the name of the word, man? The walls are closing in on me by the Lord, and there's no way to run and hide. In other words, man, the bottom line is simply this. The Lord is telling me to shit or get my ass up off the pot, man. Stay spiritual, or the Lord will allow Satan to make you do the goofy. You see? Yeah, man. It's time to separate the lie from the jive. And right now, man, I'm going through a very, very serious trial. And see, when you live for the Lord, you're gonna have your time of temptation. And during that time, man, you better show and prove. You better show and prove, man. Because it's very easy to be solicited to sin. It's very easy to be enticed to sin. You see? Yeah, man. That's like I say, Satan, he tempts us by way of us being drawn away by our own desires, man. You see? But the Lord don't tempt us, man. The Lord tries us by way of trials, man. And like I said, Job was the ultimate trial of affliction, man. You see? One more time, man, as we get ready to close out, man. In James 1:12, it said, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him," man. That's cold-blooded, man. That's cold-blooded. Now check it out. I told you about Job earlier. We're going to close it out in James 5:11. Dig this. It says, "Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful," aka the Lord is very compassionate and of tender mercy. You see that? You see that, man? We can't make this up, man. This spiritual thing we in, man, this is for real, man. This ain't no game, man. Y'all better stop playing, man. Me and my bro, we really going through it. Me and my bro, we really live this thing, man. Me and my bro, we really going through trials, man. Trying to bob and weave these wicked, evil-eyed individuals, man. You dig? This ain't no game for us, man. We really live this thing, man, and we really being tried right now, man. The Lord is trying us, man. The Lord is putting us through a trial just to see if we gonna shit or get our ass off the pot, man. It ain't no playtime, man. And any of you other brothers and sisters out there, I'm telling y'all right now, man, if you're trying to be a servant of Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, you better stop playing around, because I'm telling you, the Lord right now, he is on one. He is on one. He is on one. And at any given second, man, the Lord can punch that clock, man. So me and my bro, we paranoid, and we really, really up against it. And I'm really up against it. The walls is closing in on me, man. Just like it's on the screen, you see how the walls is closing in? They closing in on me, man, by the Lord. And there's nowhere to run and hide. So it's either shit or get your ass off the pot, man. I'm in a spiritual trap. I'm spiritually running out of time. I'm spiritually doomed. You see? So guess what? It's time to put up or shut up, man. It's either shit or get your ass up off the pot, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word. We give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.